say marketing, Sir Holder.
Marketing. The momentum starts to slow down, because then if you do that, then you're just constantly putting out fires. Sir, I always go, sir.
I always do that. When I do videos of myself, I'm cropping all the sirs and sir, yeah.
Sir, yeah. Do you want me to ask the first question? So it's quick fire questions again.
Okay.
Yeah?
Nervous.
So 3 months you've been at Superfly. Seems like you've been here for about a year.
Yeah.
So how, after those 3 months, what have you found the main differences between working like in-house on content in comparison to working with clients? And within a kind of a marketing-y, office-y space?
Do you know what? I feel like I've benefited from everybody knowing about marketing. I was a little bit scared at first because obviously I've just come into marketing, done my apprenticeship, and I was like, I'm going to go work with a load of marketers. Like, is it going to be like quite, I don't know, am I good enough, basically?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I've found my own little style, and it's made me a lot more confident in my own stuff outside of like work as well. And also just confident in marketing because I've say marketing, Sir Holder.
Marketing.
Yeah,
You're from Holder. What are you going to talk like? You're from fucking London. That sounds stupid.
I'd be a liar if I started going marketing. But just a lot more confident, and it's just nice to have people that know about marketing and things like that, because it just, I don't know, gives you more ideas, so it just, everything turns out better.
Yeah, I think having the creative support and it just brings out the best in you, doesn't it? Because you come up with ideas, and everyone has different skills, and it's nice to have different kind of perspectives. Yeah,
definitely. I think I would say it's a big difference going from an in-house marketing team to a marketing agency, just because obviously you're dealing with a lot of clients, you're dealing with different sort of, what's the word?
Individuals, different personalities.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously in-house you are just dealing with the same thing sort of over and over again, how experimenting with that one thing. So
in one way that actually allows you to kind of like test to see what is doing well within that one.
Yeah.
So it gives you kind of more freedom to kind of experiment with different types maybe of content.
Yeah.
Hopefully when you get your apprentice, you'll be able to move back to that again.
Yeah.
Because I think you've come at a time where we've got busier as well.
Yeah.
But I think you've been a part of that, and it's credit to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I think that's the main difference. But yeah, I much prefer a marketing agency.
Oh, great. That's good.
Imagine, I actually prefer in-house.
Yeah.
And we just sat here quiet.
It's like, stop the cameras.
But no.
Is this mic all right? In the right? Is it fine? Yeah. Cool, great.
Is my question next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got a photo
of sticky notes?
Of a sticky note?
Yeah.
That is so old school.
Right. Sir. What made you want to start a marketing agency? Why marketing? Why your own company? Where did it all begin?
Sir. I need to stop saying that. It's really in my awareness now. Well, I did marketing at uni, and I only did marketing at uni because at whole uni you do like a business. If you do anything in business, you do in the first year you get to do all the different core courses. So that's marketing, advertising, economics, management. And I was going to do accounting and economics.
Oh.
And everything about the subjects I either didn't like or I was terrible at it. So then that meant, both of those things, it just meant it was a really, really, really hard work for me to try and get like a half decent result.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing that well at it, and I hated it. And then I did a couple of modules on the advertising and marketing, and I was like, oh yeah, I quite like this. Yeah, I'm quite interested in this. So then I ended up changing my whole degree into a marketing degree. And then and then the whole uni career service that helped me get like it was a free, well, what do you call it, an internship at Mind, the mental health charity. And then they basically created a job for me. It was on a low wage. It wasn't like a graduate wage. And then I worked there for 5 years. I was working with other agencies, and I felt like I could do it as well, or I could give this a good shot.
Yeah.
And that was where it came from, really.
Right.
And things pissed me off about working for the charity at the time.
Yeah.
And I thought I could have a go at it. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. No, I like
I think
that.
I was 26.
Yeah.
And I was doing the odd like freelance stuff, and then thought, yeah,
Give it
let's
a go.
go for it.
I like it. Cool. My questions are all along that line.
Are they?
I'm also getting pins and needles in my foot.
So, no, not so. Fucking hell. You'd recently did a really amazing careers ad. Well, I don't know if anyone's seen it. We could maybe have it like pop up here or whatever.
Yeah.
But you basically got a sign that said, "I'm hiring," without the G.
It's Hull.
I'm hiring.
Yorkshire.
Did it have a QR code on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you basically wandered round with Rachel in Hull and created a really funny video that kind of went it went viral-ish on LinkedIn, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's not many LinkedIn pages that have our size that get like, how many, 200 likes and 300 applicants in total.
Yeah.
And it did create a bit of a stir. How the hell, what made you think of that?
Do you know what? It was a big accident. I think we spoke about it on the last podcast, I think. Yeah.
With the girls?
No, was it the Paul one, I think? I'm sure we discussed it. About that. It was basically, it was me and Rachel, basically. I had a little idea. I had the "I'm hiring" sign written on an A4 piece of paper. And I was like, this is something, but I didn't know what it was. And I was just looking at it for ages. And I was quite new to Superfly. And Rachel kept turning around and speaking to me ever so often. And I just had like this piece of paper, and she was like, "Have you thought about anything about the hiring thing?" Or maybe it was you. And I was just like, "I don't know, but I've got this piece of paper with 'I'm hiring' on it. And I don't know what to do with it." And then Rachel had this idea of, she was like, "Have you seen people go in the streets and hold it up?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have actually." And obviously with her little creative brain, she was like, "Let's go out, make our sign," and everything. And for some reason we decided to put it on my shoulders. And then we just went out one day. We had it in our diaries to go out, and we was going to go out with the sign on and speak to people and be like, "Do you know anyone that is into marketing? Like, scan the QR code, have it on your phone, go show them," basically. So that was the plan. But when we got out, I think it was a little bit... There weren't a lot of people around. It was a little bit nervous. Windy. It was also a Monday, dinner time. So everybody who works around there will have been like, "I don't really want to stand next to someone that's hiring while I'm on my lunch break at work." So I don't know. It was a bit... So we just wandered around. Rachel recorded when she could record. And that's what we had when we got back to the office. So... Anyways, put mine and Rachel's videos together. I sat in the room, which is behind this wall, and just put what I could together. And that's the video that got out of it straight away. Showed everyone in the office, including yourself, was just laughing at it. So I thought...
I think that was one of the big things about it.
Yeah.
It's because it was funny.
Yeah.
It was like an outtakes video of what you were meant... Of like what you were actually seriously meant to do.
Yeah.
But that was way better.
Yeah.
Like it was all the little... Each individual like little snippet was just funny. Now
I think about it now, it's like you put a video out there, people love it. But if you put a behind the scenes video out, it's probably it's known to get more views. And I feel like that, like you say, that's probably why it did better than if we was to put...
It's more interesting, it's more authentic.
Yeah, 100%. If we'd have put the video out of just me chatting to people on the streets like, "Oh, do you want to scan my QR code?" Don't think it'd have done that well anyway. Yeah. So I'm quite glad we did what we did. And as I say, it went well. 300 applicants.
Yeah, I think that's the most applicants we've ever had for an apprentice post. And I also think all the people that we interviewed were really good, really high quality for an apprenticeship role. And we have actually hired someone from that who is starting in June. So well done.
Excited. I'm so excited
You
for
need
that.
the help, don't you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it my question?
Yeah.
Okay. Just check my sticky notes. I've gone down a route you might start to understand. What are some of the biggest challenges you've faced in your business as Superfly?
Oh, God.
Starting up, or, I don't know, 5 years down the line?
Yeah.
10 years down the line?
Literally asked that question to Andy in the last conversation. I
think you've snapped out. The mic
I slouched down a bit.
On me?
No.
On
I
Ellie?
do naturally slouch like this
Did you
all the time.
Do you just need to put it down a bit?
Pull the mic down. And then you've got
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What were we talking about? Biggest challenges in
Yeah.
business. I think it's. I think at the start it's really exciting, and you're in your business, and it's just like, yeah, cool, yeah, this is really cool, but then the momentum starts to slow down in, like, I'd say for me it did, like year 4 to 5, because also I was in a band. Sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it was kind of getting semi-serious, and that was a serious distraction, basically. Because then it was like, oh shit, I could actually become a rock star here. That's something that I should probably at least have a go at.
Yeah.
Anyway, it all went to shit for multiple reasons, but so it's keeping focused, I think, and focused on just being better and improving yourself and improving everything within the business. I think finding the right people is really probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot over the years of the type of people that I want to work with, and who are good and who aren't good, and that type of thing, and who work within the kind of, I suppose, the culture. It's cheesy, but the culture that we've kind of created.
Yeah.
And just making sure that you've got enough money.
Yeah.
to pay everybody, and to be financially stable.
Yeah.
I think that is the most important thing.
I suppose another added question for you as well. Did you, obviously coming into it, did you think I'm just going to do marketing? But did you then realise that there is an admin side, there's a finance side, did that hit you, or was you prepared for it?
I was never prepared for it. I just did it.
Yeah.
Because I just did everything to start off with. Then Charlie came on board, and he did more of the technical side. I did all the admin stuff, but I was rubbish at it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a very detailed person. I'm quite scatty. My brain like jumps from one thing to the other, and I have about, like, I'm the classic 50 tabs open person. Yeah, and I easily get distracted by things.
Yeah.
So I probably edge on more of the creative side.
Yeah.
Whilst Charlie's a lot more kind of, and really probably Charlie should have done more of the invoicing and stuff. Like, when we eventually got a finance, admin and finance person, Vicky, who's actually my wife's still one of my wife's best friends, and she came in for a year until we got Lucy, who have both been amazing. It was ridiculous how many mistakes I'd made.
Yeah.
Like, I just hadn't invoiced some people for work that was worth like thousands of pounds.
Just sat there.
Like, I think I hadn't invoiced them for 2 years of work, and it was worth $7,000. And that's just like, that is a serious fuck up.
I bet they were thinking on their side, like, yes,
and I just said to him, I was like,
free marketing.
I'm really sorry. This is really embarrassing, but I haven't invoiced you for 2 years.
What did they say?
They were like, yeah, no worries. Yeah, luckily
good
they were
then.
real nice.
Yeah.
But I've had loads of the other stuff, like we've just forgotten to invoice people, and they've paid it, but we're still probably 2 years on. We're still unpicking the mess I made.
Oh, I made.
So that's a big lesson.
Right. And it's good to know. I like knowing how businesses are built and stuff. So that's good. At least we've got Lucy.
Oh yeah, she's great. Lucy's absolutely fantastic. Thank God for Lucy. Lucy got mentioned in the last one, so she's obviously doing good.
I'm going to clip it, little clips for her.
Yeah. Just put her face.
Yeah.
So you've relaunched your vlog. Bit of promo for you.
Thanks.
So what made you, like, you did it in the first place? I think you mentioned that you were going to bring it back, and then you have brought it back, and it's about, I've watched bits of it, but it's about kind of your life as a social media manager, that type of thing, and generally your job, and there's other bits in it as well. But why bring it back? Is it good for you? Is it good for your audience? What are you looking to do with it?
So I spoke about this in the last one, that I used to do vlogs and stuff. Again, they're not on the internet, so you can't find them anymore. But I used to do them.
Have you purged them?
I've got rid of them. Well, I can go back and look at them, but
even that
nobody
one where
else
you did
can.
with your friend.
Which one? Yeah, no, that's still out there.
Is that still out there?
I need to private that one, I think. Anyway, I just basically, my whole thing for a long time has just been, I think because I am a big sister anyway, I'd just like to help people that were like, when I was a teenager, I didn't have a big sibling. Like, I was the only child. Well, I had a brother, but he was little. And I just found it fascinating that I could go on YouTube and find, for the likes of Zoella and stuff, and learn how to do makeup from them. Yeah. Because like my mum wasn't a big makeup hair person at all. So I just found it nice that I could create that for other people. So when I became a marketer, I just was fascinated by the likes of like Pretty Little Marketer, Grace Andrews. And I just thought, for myself, I've found this journey of going into being an apprentice and becoming a social media manager, and there is still people out there that are younger than me or even the same age that don't know how to do it and really like, it's like a lifestyle, really. So I don't know, I just started up my videos again just to help other people get into it and try and find their way. If they want to take tips off me, they can. If they don't have to. But that's basically, there isn't like a big whole reason behind it, but just a big sister for people that want it.
I think that's a really nice. I think that's a nice. That's a really good reason. And I suppose if it grows and anything comes of it, then that's a bonus, isn't it? But
yeah, it is. I mean, I've just always liked doing YouTube. I like editing videos, and that's what I like doing in my spare time. So I just do it.
Great.
Yeah.
If people want to check it out, what will they search for?
Just Ellie Barnett White on YouTube. Got a very unique name.
You have.
Nobody has my name.
Nice.
Right. Next one. I don't like that one. One piece of advice for anyone starting their own marketing business or just starting up a business, or if you've got any advice that you could share.
Jesus. I suppose taking sales and like lead generation seriously, because I think some people start marketing agencies because they've been in marketing agencies. So then they leave, start their business, and then a few clients follow them. That's an ideal situation because that gives you a starting point. I worked for a charity, so a mental health charity. So I had nothing, no one.
Yeah.
And you haven't got a business unless you've got people that are paying you. So sometimes that takes quite a lot of heavy lifting to start going. Like, you've got to really put yourself out there and either pick up the phone and do cold calling, which I didn't actually ever do, just because I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I don't think I probably could be okay at it, but it's not something that I wanted to do for whatever reason. I do think it works in some industries, but I think it's going out there and putting yourself out there and finding the businesses that you want to work for or that you want to work with.
Yeah.
They're not just going to turn up.
No.
You can't just post on social media and expect business to flow. That's absolutely 100% does not happen.
Yeah.
You might, like, as a lead generation tool, social media isn't really that great. On LinkedIn, possibly, but I still think half the people that are putting how many leads they got from how many posts they do on LinkedIn are absolutely lying.
Yeah, you hate that.
Because like, who's checking up on that? Who's saying, all right, who are they then?
Yeah.
How much are they worth? Like, are they good leads?
Yeah.
Saying that, on the flip side, since we've started doing these video kind of podcasts and doing more of our own, and you've been posting more on our socials and stuff, we have had more inquiries. So that there is a correlation. But actually getting out there and going to networking meetings and doing all the the schmoozy stuff and some of the more aggressive style, you probably do need to do in order to get the cog turning. Because once the cog's turning, then your word of mouth starts to spread a bit more, and especially when you're starting off, people will find you exciting because you're new and you're the newest person on the block. You soon not become the newest person there. So
no, I remember seeing. Do you remember Stephen Bartlett earned? I can't remember the name of it now.
Social
something. Yeah, he earned that, and he was basically in one of his vlogs like, "We've never hired a salesperson. It all comes through like Facebook and all that." And I feel like people will listen to that now and be like, "Oh, okay, then I'll just do that." But I just think now in 2024, that's literally like not possible to not have at least one salesperson. So yeah, I feel like people need to listen to advice from this year and not like 2013.
Well, I suppose he's probably going to say that because he built a social media agency, so he's going to want to push.
And there wasn't a lot of them back then either.
No. And he did an incredible job of growing that business. But if you like, from my experience of a local like marketing agency, you need to like reach out to people and just meet people.
Yeah.
Like, just expand your personal network, and the more people you meet, you meet one person and you know them forever, really.
Yeah.
They're never, unless you really hate them. So I suppose like choose the people that you want to do business with or be friends with. I think it's worked for me anyway.
Yeah. That's good advice.
And it only compounds as well. The more people you meet, the more posts you do on social media, the whole thing just compounds and pounds until you've built this really solid foundation of who your network and who you know it is. It's really important, I think.
Yeah, it's important to build your own socials up as well, with like, because you've got that network of people, and then it's word of mouth. Then they can go on your social and see, oh, they're actually active and they're cool. Yeah, that just backs you up. If they go into your account and there's nothing there, then
it does. Well, you're missing a trick, aren't you, basically? You're missing 100%. An opportunity.
Yeah.
Because you might be forgotten, and people forget they've got lives, aren't they? Part of marketing is just reminding people, hello.
Yeah. Hi, we're still here.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah.
I did a post to Superfly the other day, and it was just, you've searched marketing. That's us. And that was it.
Yeah, that's all that. Yeah.
Just need to keep reminding people no matter how.
Yeah. Cool.
I've got no more questions because my other one's poop.
I've got one more.
Okay.
So you're really good at keeping content consistent. How do you organise yourself and keep things? Now you're juggling quite a few clients, including the stuff that you're doing for us as well. It'd be interesting to see when the apprentice comes, how then you juggle her workload as well as your workload.
I'm excited for that because I've never had to really do that. But to be honest, the tool that I use, Metrical, is the main reason I'm so organised, because otherwise I don't think I would be.
Yeah.
Like you, I'm a creative person, so I have 20,000 tabs open. Yeah. People ask me to do stuff, I want to do it instantly. Yeah. Like, I don't want to put it on my to-do list. I want to just do it there and then. But the past 2 weeks, I've really learned not to do that. So,
well, you can't.
No.
Because then if you do that, then you're just constantly putting out fires.
I know. It's just, I'm a social media manager, so I've got to be creative and I've got to be organised, and they are two totally different things.
Yeah.
So it's been I wouldn't say I am very organised and I stay on top of things, because sometimes it goes to pot. So, but one thing I've learned to do is basically have a schedule of doing something. So on a Monday, I will sit and these are the clients that I will do the content for.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I'll get an email through for a client I'm not dealing with that day. And usually I'd go to it and be like, right, let's do that quickly. Yeah, if it needs doing there and then, and it's a person that needs to go out in an hour, I'll do it. But if it's something that can wait, I just will now, as you said, mark my email as unread, and then I'll go back to it later. But
I think as well, often people, as long as you respond to that person and they know that you're actioning that's
that
enough.
You've seen it.
You don't have to do it there and then.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's impossible to do that there and then. Sometimes you might be in a meeting, you might be out the office. I think that's just experience that you learn
Yeah.
through experience. That's good though, because that's obviously pushing yourself out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like having that.
Yeah, I really need to change
organisation.
my ways. So that's what's happening at the minute. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say I'm fully organised at all. I try to be, and I don't know. I think I am. I don't know. A bit hard on myself.
I think you are pretty organised, to be fair,
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things. Yeah.
I think I just get stuff done. Like I don't just sit and
do.
think about
You're a
it. I
doer,
just
yeah.
do it
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that it's like out the way and done.
Yeah. And I think in socials as well, you're better off just trying things, doing it,
Yeah.
seeing how it goes, rather than going, is this going to work? Is this right to work? What do we
Yeah.
need to be doing this? It's, by that point, the opportunity is missed, and
Yeah.
you should have just posted it or
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, done the post that you were going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I like experimenting. I think, again, when our apprentice comes, it's going to be a bit crazy at first. It's like getting a new client where things are a bit all over the place. You're getting used to each other.
Yeah.
But once she's in, I think it'll be... I've just give her away there. I just kept saying
Gender.
apprentice, and yeah, once she's here, she's coming.
Oh no, she's female now.
But yeah, once she's here, I think everything will just be great. After about a month, be a bit chaotic.
Fingers
at first.
crossed. Sometimes it's not. But often it is.
Don't say that.
So we'll see what happens. Watch this space. Cool.
But yeah,
Great.
thanks.